Hi, I'm Julie, one of the co-founders of the Yuka app. I'm making this video to answer the top 10 questions that we always get asked about the app. This is the number one question we get, and it feeds all sorts of myths around us. The answer is no, no, and absolutely not. Yuka doesn't receive payouts from any brand or manufacturer, not a single penny. Yuka is a 100% independent project whose only goal is to empower consumers by providing more detailed information so they can make more informed decisions. All our evaluations and recommendations are made in a completely impartial and objective manner under absolutely no external influence. Being independent also means we never sell personal data. Your activity on the app remains strictly confidential. This is usually the follow-up question. If the app is independent, how does it make any money? It's very simple. It is funded by you, as our entire revenue comes from the premium version of the app. This paid version allows you to access additional features and also support the project, which is very valuable to us. In order to remain 100% transparent about where our financing comes from, we have published our financial statements on our website. That way, you can verify this information yourself. At Yuka, we are 3 co-founders who launched this project in 2016. I manage all nutritional and scientific content published, including our best-selling book, The Guide to Healthy Eating, co-written alongside nutritionist Anthony Berthoud. I also handle all of our communications as we strive to spread the word about Yuka to as many people as possible. My associates, François and Benoit, are brothers. François directs all the technical areas of the project, and Benoit oversees both the legal and financial aspects. We also have a small yet amazing team of 12 people determined to change the world. For food products, our rating system is based on 3 criteria. The first one is nutritional quality, which makes up 60% of the score. Our calculation method is based on the Nutri-Score, a nutritional labeling system adopted in 7 European countries and supported by the World Health Organization. It considers calories, sugar, sodium, saturated fats, proteins, fibers, fruits and veggies. The second criteria is the presence of additives, which counts for 30% of the score. For this, we rely on the latest scientific data, including comprehensive experts' reports from organizations like EFSA or IARC, as well as numerous independent studies. And finally, the organic dimension makes up 10% of the score. We give a higher rating to organic products because they significantly reduce exposure to pesticides. Now, when talking about cosmetic products, our rating considers all the ingredients in the product. Drawing on all available scientific studies, each ingredient is assigned a level of risk based on its potential or proven effects on health and the environment. These go from risky and moderate risk to limited risk or risk-free. For both food additives and risky cosmetic ingredients, you can find a detailed explanation in the app along with the scientific sources we base our information on. Of course, first off, we have Zoe, a toxicology engineer who was trained to evaluate the toxicity of molecules on human health and on the ecosystem. Her role at Yuka is to comb through any and all scientific studies and identify potential health and environmental risks in additives and cosmetic ingredients. We also have a nutritionist in our team. Her name is Gabriela, and she holds a degree in nutritional engineering. She works alongside Zoe, studying food additives, and she also creates content for our blog and social media to help raise awareness among as many people as possible regarding healthy eating. Last, but certainly not least, we have been collaborating since our very beginning with Anthony Berthoud, a distinguished nutritionist with a 5-year medical school background, who is also a speaker and educator among health professionals. Recommendations are selected in a completely neutral and objective manner using an algorithm that takes the following criteria into account. The first thing is the product's category, as our goal is to recommend something that's as close as possible to the original product. Secondly, we look at product availability. We try to recommend items that are easy to find just about anywhere and aren't niche products. Finally, the product's rating is crucial because, of course, we only suggest items that have good scores on Yuka, meaning they are rating good or excellent. And we try as much as possible to offer 10 different alternatives. Back in 2016, my associate Benoit, who's a dad to 3 kids, was trying to buy better products for them. He didn't want to give them just anything. But when he started trying to figure out the labels at the grocery store, he felt pretty lost. There was just too much information on the packaging, the nutrition facts were hard to interpret, and the ingredient lists were extremely complex. And that's when he thought it would be awesome to have a tool that quickly and easily tell him if a product was good or not for one's health. That's how Yuka got started. Really, it all began with a dad wanting the best for his kids. It's called Yuka because Benoit's wife, Melissa, is from the region of Yucatan in Mexico. You see, back in 2016, for our first pitch at the competition, we needed a name before we faced the judges. We didn't have a lot of time, we huddled for about 5 minutes, and Benoit, inspired by this beautiful region, threw out the name Yuka. At first, it was supposed to be just a placeholder until we could come up with something better. But it grew on us and we decided to stick with it. Presently, our database has 5 million products, 3 million food items and 2 million cosmetic products. And no, we didn't sit there adding them one by one with François and Benoit. Most of the information comes from you guys, the users, because the app is collaborative. This means that when you scan a product that Yuka doesn't recognize, you can add the details by following the on-screen prompts in the app. Of course, we have put a bunch of checks in place to make sure all the information is correct and there are no mistakes. And if we are ever unsure, our team goes in and checks the details manually before we add the product to our database. The paid version unlocks 3 additional features. A search bar that lets you look up any product by name or brand without having to scan it. An offline mode so you can scan items even when you are out of network range. And customizable alerts based on your dietary preferences and restrictions, like the presence of gluten, lactose, palm oil, or compatibility with vegetarian or vegan diets. And if these features don't especially interest you, you can always become a member just to support the project and help maintain its independence. The price is up to you. That means you can pay anywhere from $10 to $50 per year, depending on your means and how much you want to contribute to Yuka. I hope we have helped you learn a little more about Yuka. If you have any other questions, don't hesitate to contact us at hello@yuka.io and we will be happy to answer them. Thanks and see you soon!